Thank you so much for joining me.
Good morning, Soto. Good morning to the listeners. Thank you for the opportunity.
So today we're talking about purpose, having a purpose.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. The title is The Benefits of Purpose. Most people in life pursue possessions and not purpose. We tend to be more interested in what kind of car we drive and less interested in what kind of impact we're having on society. We tend to be better at planning a holiday or planning a party instead of planning our life's legacy. And so today I'd like us to talk about the benefits of purpose. And I believe there is a void within each one of us that can only be filled by our God-given purpose. Some people try to fill that void with houses, with fancy clothes, with drugs, with alcohol, with multiple sleeping partners and so forth, but they end up feeling even more empty. None of those things are going to fill that void. The only way to find the fulfillment that you seek is by discovering your God-given purpose and start living in it. And when you think of purpose, think of it like a magnet in your life. And there are two things that a magnet does. A magnet attracts and it repels. So today I want us to discuss what does purpose attract in your life. And number one, purpose attracts the right people. It attracts the right people. There's an old adage that says birds of a feather flock together. And it's true when it comes to purpose. When you pursue your purpose, you'll find yourself in places where people of a similar nature and character to yours are. These are people who see your value and who have a desire to help you rise and excel. When you meet or interact with these people, you'll develop a symbiotic relationship where both parties benefit and get value out of the relationship. Many times you'll find that what they have is what you don't have, and what you have is what they don't have. And so you need one another in order to help one another advance in your individual purposes. And these people will empower you with the knowledge you may be lacking. They may connect you with other people who can help propel you to the next level. And ultimately, they will help unleash your true potential. So, number one, purpose attracts the right people. Number two, purpose attracts the right resources. Following your God-given purpose will lead you to environments, situations, and opportunities that will avail to you the resources you will need in order to accomplish your purpose. You might discover that in order to accomplish your purpose, you require a certain level of finances. And as you pursue your purpose, the required resources will meet you to meet your needs. There's a reason that individuals and companies are inclined to give organizations such as orphanages, home shelters, youth centers, and so forth. And it's because they give to those places because those places have a higher purpose attached to them. Those organizations are serving humanity, and because of their purpose, they attract resources. What many people do is they stop pursuing their purpose because they don't see the resources coming. But one of the ways that your purpose is tested is by how resilient you are about it. How much do you really believe in it? What are you willing to sacrifice for it? And oftentimes, payday comes after you have paid your dues. I want to repeat that. Payday often comes after you have paid your dues. If you're willing to invest in it yourself, if you're willing to invest your time, invest your talent, and invest your money into it, the resources will come to you. Many times people want to see, whether you are willing to invest in it yourself. And when you demonstrate that you believe in it so much that you're willing to invest your own resources in it, they'll want to invest it. They'll want to invest in it too. They call it having skin in the game. So a lot of people want to see that you have skin in the game, and then they're willing to invest in your particular dream, your vision, your purpose. And it's interesting, when Mother Teresa started her charity work, she used her own money, and later she was able to get the major funding and other resources. Whatever your purpose is, whatever your gift, your passion, or your passion is, start using it in the service of others. Start developing it and serving it. And as you do, you'll attract the relevant resource. So number two, purpose attracts the right resources. Thirdly and lastly, purpose attracts the right attitude. There are some people who always seem to be in a bad mood or who are known to have a negative attitude, and they always dampen the room because of their negativity. When you have no clear purpose and you're not sure about where you're going and what you want to achieve, it affects your emotional state. But purpose is a stabilizer. It gives you a sense of emotional and mental security and stability. You are empowered and you feel good about who you are, where you're going, and what you can achieve. Lack of purpose tends to evoke feelings of anxiety and nervousness, restlessness, and even high levels of tiredness. When you don't know where you're going, but you are just busy, you get tired easily and quickly. When you have purpose, however, it inspires you to keep going and keep forging ahead. And even when you meet with obstacles and hurdles along the way, that strong sense of purpose keeps calling you and keeps inspiring you to move forward. So, just to recap, we said number one, purpose attracts the right people. Number two, purpose attracts the right resources. And number three, purpose attracts the right attitudes, the benefits of purpose.
All right. Thank you so much for joining us at our conference. And as usual, for the pearls of wisdom, the words of wisdom, something to help us inspire and take on our lives with full hands. Thank you so much for joining us.
Awesome. Thank you.
With us next week, Monday.
100%. Thank you so much for the opportunity. I appreciate it.
All right. Thank you very much. That was a conference.